What is Film Sprint? Film Sprint is a short turnaround, short filmmaking challenge. You have to start writing it, film it, edit it, turn it in within the competition window.
We have a big live premiere. It's going to be on our Twitch channel on Saturday in the afternoon/evening.
My Film Sprint challenge is a movie that has to contain the genres of either silent film, time travel, or courtroom. It also has to include a door opening, a celebration, and the line of dialogue. I can't wait. I feel like it's been a very productive day. I got a brainstorm with my boyfriend last night and he finally called me back. He helped me a lot. Stayed up way too late. It was till like 4 a.m. writing down my ideas for it. Woke up in the morning about 8 o'clock to go take the boys to school. The idea was still going. It was still sparking and vibrating in my mind. And I've figured it's like I'm still developing it. I still don't know what to put to the page. So I door dashed, earned a little bit of cash while I just listened to music in my car and figured it out, ran some errands, took a nap, and picked the boys up from school. And then I finally started working on the script. I just cloistered myself in my room and typed it up, and I'm really happy with it. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
So originally, as I was reading it the first time, I was thinking like, whoa, this is really ambitious. How are you going to like fit this into, 5 or 7 minutes? But as I got down to like examining each scene, it's actually not as long as I thought it was going to be.
It's hard when you don't have dialogue, really.
Yeah.
Because usually with screenplays, it's a minute per page. That's when you have dialogue.
Right.
So it's just a lot of descriptors, which could either take up a lot more time than a page of dialogue. But I was trying to think of things as like really quick cuts. I'm including all of the information I need for like the acting. I don't have the specific shots set out, but I definitely do have things in mind for a lot of them. I can tell there's a kitty behind you.
Yep, that's Ricky.
Ricky.
You probably can't see him. I have this stupid blur on. I don't know how to turn it off, but
No.
there he is.
Oh, there's a non-blurry kitty.
What were you thinking on how to go about filming this? And also, I was wondering, do you have somebody that can film it for you, or were you planning on setting up a tripod for a lot of these shots?
I usually use a tripod, especially since there's going to be quite a bit of split screen.
Uh-huh.
Are you comfortable with split screen?
Yeah, that's totally fine. You mean like shooting one actor and then the other actor?
Yeah.
Going back? Yeah, definitely.
I just do a very basic one where it's just like, I'll make sure when I'm one character, I'm on one half of the screen and you just splice it in half.
I think it would flow really well if you were able to do it handheld, especially with the car stuff and some of the other scenes, like the scene with the birthday. For some reason, I was envisioning that as like almost like all one shot.
Here's the thing is we need tripod shots for anything that's going to be split screen.
Right. And then I was thinking specifically for the last shot, you will definitely have to use a tripod, because on that one, you'll want to film the blank sheet of paper first and then have them write on it.
Yeah.
And I kind of had an idea of maybe how you could do that if you wanted to go that route.
Also, did you get the pun with the name Janus?
No, what is there?
So there's a Roman god called Janus, but it's spelled Ganus. It's the father of Zeus. One, he's two-faced, but he is the god of beginnings, gates, transitions, time, duality, doorways, passages, and ending.
Oh, nice.
I don't know if people will get it, but I have to do it.
Oh, by the way, all these added up came to like 3 minutes and 39 seconds or something. So
Really?
yeah, that's just what I have in my head though. So that means that you have a lot of time to play with it.
Oh man, doing the silent film is like, this is so great because
Yeah,
I
that's another thing I was wondering too, is about the do you want like to insert the title cards like old fashioned silent film, or how are you imagining doing that?
Well, here's what I'm thinking. I want it to be reminiscent of old silent films. So it'll be an intertitle. I was looking it up. They're called intertitles. I think I want to cut away, right? I want that feeling of we're watching them have a conversation, and then after the conversation happens, we don't know what they said. Then there's a title card that just says like one sentence.
Gotcha. Okay. So
But it's not a black and white film. It's modern, so it'll have a modern font.
okay. Gotcha.
That was my idea.
I like it.
Did you watch Lost?
No.
Because I just keep thinking about the Lost opening title. No,
Yeah.
wait, that's not the sound. The sound I'm thinking of. Sorry, did you have an idea?
Is it like a whoosh?
That one.
Okay.
What is that?
It's like a yeah, it's I know what it is. It's kind of like a, I think they call it like a hit or a stab or like a thump or something like that.
Some kind of thump.
It's like a reveal, like a, so
Yeah.
you build to that, and then just and then once that thump happens, that would be her back in time, right? Just
Yeah.
okay. Like she's opening a door. There she is.
Yep.
Okay.
And that it's just like a drum beat, but it's definitely like what they did in there in Lost is a very synthetic drum beat with a lot of reverb.
So it sustains.
Yeah. So yeah, just something like that. Not exactly like that. Her last name is another clue about what her name Janus means. Janus, the Roman god. Okay. So let me go over the thematic door openings, because I don't know if we need that last one. Janice opens the door in the car after she undoes the car accident. Janice opens the door of the hospital waiting room after she chooses not to get the abortion. Janice is standing at an open door when she goes back in time and decides to not go on the date. The last thing that changes is that she goes back in time to never live her life.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to be that she was never born, but I'm like, how does she make that happen? Like what I imagine, like what this book is kind of about is if we never existed, we would never have sorrow over not having an existence because we never existed.
Right.
But if she's the one going back in time and changing things, how can she stop herself from existing? So for me, like the next best thing is suicide as a baby.
Yeah.
Infant suicide. Oh God. This is a dark movie.
This is dark, but at the same time, it's a little bit ambiguous. So you're saying that, you know, she's kind of consciously making these decisions. When I read it, it's almost like she's just experiencing this in a way.
Yeah.
And she almost like she can control it, but at the same time, she kind of can't. Like, I don't know. It's like, I don't see it as dark, I don't think, if you look at it in the way that maybe she's not. It's almost like a story about different decisions, different outcomes to those decisions.
Yeah. It's like sliding doors, except with dead babies.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. Here's why the letter at the end was so important to me, because part of my thesis is I was coming up with ideas with my boyfriend last night, and I was thinking of like different ways to use time travel. I was thinking about like, if I could go back in time and change my life, what would I do? I think about that a lot, but it's almost just for entertainment, because I always end up coming back to, if I change anything, I wouldn't have the life I have, and I love it. You know, I love my family and I love my boyfriend and I would never have met him, and I love who I am. I love myself. It took a long time to get there, but I do. And I wouldn't be me without all of the things that have happened to me happening. She has this overwhelming need to tell her mom, and she's really, really afraid of what her mom will think of her. So much so that she turns back time. And so my idea when I was thinking about time travel is showing that you don't want to change your life because then you're not you anymore.
Yeah.
And she has all this fear of what her life is because of the mistakes that she made, that every time she changes it, she's still not happy. And she's still not happy. And it just gets worse. But if she had never changed it at all, she would have gotten this letter from her mom and realized that everything was going to be fine.
Yeah.
Right? That the original timeline, she would have been loved. It is kind of a cautionary tale. Like, yes, you may have made mistakes, and yes, you may have regrets. Is it going to be better to undo it?
Right. It's the butterfly effect.
Yeah.
You got to be careful what you do back in time.
Yeah.
I'm about to finally start filming the first shot of the movie. Now it's 1:11 in the morning on Saturday, and I have yet to shoot footage, so I'm going to do that now. I decided the first scene is present day. I have to make my room a mess because I decided I'm going to shoot a scene where I'm depressed. I have to look like shit and lay in bed and eat chocolate. Oh, darn. Lights, camera, action. It's a silent film. I don't need to clap anything. Okay. Well, let's hope this works. As my favorite YouTubers say, because they're all Australian, I'm going to the shops. Last night I shot one scene and then took a shower because I really needed it. And then I was just like too tired to do anything else. I didn't get myself to do anything. So I gave in to the Sandman and I slept a little bit. Woke up feeling really refreshed. So I really needed that too. Is it already in the afternoon? Frick, what time is it? It is not the afternoon. It is 5 minutes until noon. It is still morning. I am working on my film in the morning. I'm good. I haven't shot anything yet because I was gonna shoot some scenes at my dad's house, but both the kids tested positive. I tested negative. So who knows? I may have never had COVID because I didn't test on time to catch it. So I'm just going to figure out my locations at home. One of the things on my list to do on this vlog was to clean out that storage room with the Christmas trees in it. And I'm realizing it's kind of just a good studio. So I think I'm going to turn that room into my studio, and I have to clean it up because I have 4 locations now that I need to be set there. I did need something from my dad's though. I almost forgot. I'm like, oh yeah, Dad, I need this thing that I was gonna get while I was shooting there. Can you just put on the porch? Which is my baby video. So I'm gonna get some footage off of this, which was always my favorite of our home videos. And I used to be really obsessed with watching our home videos. And I can quote this one. The last thing on it is new baby. And that new baby was me. But that's not why I love this video, okay? So I am not being egotistical. Because I love all the other videos of my sisters when they were little infants and toddlers. But my sisters were so cute. And they're the ones that I quote all the time. Oh my God, the Easter videos are always the most interesting out of the home videos. The birthday videos are the ones that suck the most. Because we would just film the birthday person opening presents. And it's like, this is so boring. I'm just gonna play it on the TV and then film the TV. Here I am at the grocery store to buy the last of the props I think I need, which is a birthday cake and some ice cream for me to eat during my depression montage. Let's do it to it.
This is more like it. Standard grocery store birthday cake. Vanilla or chocolate? We love chocolate. I've tried this one yet.
Scan your card for something extra.
This is one of my favorites and my boyfriend's.
Please place.
And this is another one of my favorites that I will be sharing with my sister. I love getting heavy whipped cream to put in my coffee and tea. Left. If you like grape nuts, I know we're gonna be friends.
Both cats are under there?
Mari's trying to play with Bella while she's going to the bathroom. Oh, Mari. What are we gonna do with you?
When you're big.
She just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Let's see if I can make a happy birthday. There's so much. I don't think I can find happy. I'm from birthday. Now I need happy. You're happy. There, I don't know.
You did a great job.
Ooh. I found happy on this one. On this piece. Look, Tita Allie.
Yeah.
Happy.
Happy.
Restaurant patio day. Do you have an idea of where you want to go for this, or are you going to kind of just set up kind of a outdoor restaurant bistro thing at your house, or what?
Yeah, we have a patio. We have a little bistro table. So I'm just gonna dress it up.
Okay.
Like put a little vase on it and
this is going to be you and you. So
Yes.
This is where you want to film the wide shot and then have both in there, or do you want to do, I guess, like a one shot of each character and then cut back and forth?
it's gonna be both.
Both? Okay.
Okay. So the cool thing is it's a silent film, so we don't need quiet on the set. People can be as loud as they want.
Yay!
Okay. Go ahead and roll.
What does that mean?
it means you start the video, but you press the camera button again. The same one you used to turn it on.
Okay.
And you know it's rolling if there's a red dot.
Okay, should I tell you? Red dot where? In the screen?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you. Now.
You say rolling.
Rolling.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
And it's in focus?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's so my editor knows what we're filming. I'm gonna try and act out this whole scene. Watermelon, watermelon. That's what extras say on set when they need to pretend to talk, if they just say watermelon. But what you did was wrong. It was evil. And cut.
What I'm doing. Once he started saying stuff about evil stuff, this turned on, made it like that effect.
Okay, we're gonna do one more take of the same thing and then we can do another shot.
Okay. Rolling. Aha! I'm showing Bella on the camera. I don't need video.
I was kind of imagining you can start from like a medium shot in front of her as she's, thinking about what she's writing. And then you can have her go back down. And when she goes back down, you could cut to the paper and have everything written already, all the way up until maybe towards the end where it says, all I will ever want is your happiness. I love you no matter what, forever and always. And you could just have her write that out, that last little bit, just for a few seconds.
That.
And then you can cut back to the wide shot of her. So as she's writing that last little bit too, that all I will ever want is your happiness, that's when I think you could probably start dissolving the words at the top too, like a little bit after she starts writing. So it's kind of, so it like starts with her wide, thinking about what she's going to write, cuts to the paper and her starting to write, all I will ever want is your happiness. And then maybe after happiness, that's when the first letters begin to start fading and she finishes writing it. And then we cut back to the wide shot of her. And then maybe she could be like, kind of like forget what she's doing, that sort of like, what was I doing,
Yeah.
And then you could even cut back to the letter. And if you wanted to, you could have the credits like appear on the letter. That might be kind of neat.
Well, the first shot is just going to be
The actual crash.
Pretty much mid crash. So we don't even see what's happening outside the car. Like, right. I want it to be this really intense first shot. It's just boom, out the gate. The movie's going, right? It's a title card. And then, oh, we're in a car crash. And that way, hopefully the audience will be as disoriented as the character is when she reverses time. The first shot is gonna be me hitting the brakes. I'll try and get as much of a realistic reaction as I can. I don't know if I'll be able to do it handheld because pretty much the only people I have to assist me in person are my nephews.
Okay.
So they love to assist me. I made a whole movie with them and my other niece and nephews that I don't live with, and I wouldn't feel comfortable. I definitely know their parents would not give me permission to have them be in the car while I'm hitting the brakes.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to simulate a car crash. But I might be able to do something like maybe suspend my camera so it's not still. Like I could hang it off of that like Jesus handle. You know the Oh Jesus handle?
Yeah, true. You could do that.
And so then it will move around with me.
At least a little bit to give it some motion.
Yeah. I just want to show off how proud I am of this rig I did so that the camera will move as I hit the brakes and make it look really intense. I just used literally the camera's own strap. I almost imagine one of those shots of like, in reality shows when they have the camera attached to someone's shoulders so it just follows their face.
Oh yeah, that's the Snorri cam or something.
The Snorri cam?
Yeah, it's they used it on was it Requiem for a Dream? That was one of the first ones. Points at him and he's like walking down a stairway. And I think they just made that with like plywood boards and stuff and just rigged it up in front of him. But I mean, if you had like a selfie stick, you could definitely, you know, if you had a selfie stick, you could definitely like replicate that.
I wonder if I could use this and just find a way to attach it, because I don't actually have selfie sticks. I have just different sizes of tripods, and then my friend convinced me to get this shoulder rig.
Because you wanted to get it
some other way.
Exactly, like that, and then just aim your camera backwards.
Yeah.
That would be perfect, yeah.
How do you spell that? Is it like snoring? Is it named after?
It's Snorri. I think it's, yeah, Snorricam.
This is how I'm figuring out how to get the right shot and make sure I'm in focus is with my phone. And now check out this rig. It's buckled in.
Did you say that your boyfriend was helping with the therapist stuff? Can he help you shoot by chance?
No, he lives 600 miles away from me.
Ah, crap. Okay.
It's also why the therapy session is on Zoom, but also I actually see my therapist and my psychiatrist on virtual. Yeah. Well, what I was thinking is basically doing a Zoom meeting like this and recording it.
But that's cheating.
Oh.
Oh. Hold up. How about, did you just do like a sneeze?
I'm gonna cry.
What?
I'm having a conversation. I need to shoot the scene, Kevin. I'm acting.
Good. You're going to other places right now. That you can use that. That's good.
It's not real. I'm acting. Put your glasses on.
Therapist.
Steve. Okay, Steve. I'd like to have like real tears and real sobbing before the scene actually starts.
You're not really, the greatest thing in the world, and like you should feel bad about that.
You're just gonna make me laugh, Kevin.
My tongue cry.
It doesn't work because I know it's not true. Oh, I have an idea.
Do you feel ready for that?
And scene! Booyah! We're done. When Janice is in the bathroom looking in the mirror, that would be a tripod shot. But also, you would do a slow zoom.
Yeah, okay. And then we would meet the post-its eventually, like just slowly panning in on them.
No, I think those are going to be a different shot because...
Okay, so you're just zooming for the emotion, the intensity of the shot. Okay.
Yeah, so it's basically however long you choose to take the clip of me staring in the mirror, it'll be zooming in the whole time. So it's got to be long enough so that zoom is really slow. I mean, I guess you can also decide how close you want to zoom in on. But that's one of the problems of shooting by myself is I can't do zoom.
Right. Yeah, I can do digital zoom easy. And honestly, digital zoom looks better sometimes for that sort of like soft emotion, like that very emotional,
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. There's something about digital zooming that is like really emotional. I had that one for 10 seconds too, which is pretty long for that shot.
Yeah.
But I see what you're saying about you got to get that emotion out of it.
Like everything that's going on in her head during that shot. And then we go to another shot because I want it to be out of her head. Right?
Gotcha.
She's back to reality. I probably would want to do it handheld, where it's like, oh, she's looking at her Post-its.
Right.
So the trick here would be taking the shot without getting the camera in the mirror.
That's true. Yeah. Filming at kind of an angle.
Here I am taking my shot with my phone. Because if the camera can't be seen in the mirror, I can't see the camera. Okay, here's me trying to set. No, go to this one. I want this one. That one in focus. I'm trying to use cinematic mode to make sure I get the focus I need. I want me and my reflection in the frame.
I don't know how we would know it's her old apartment, and then I don't know how we would know it's her old phone. Those are two things that are complicated. I don't know if there would be a different way to do it, or maybe if it's a flip phone, perhaps.
I'm a crazy person and I keep lots of things. So I have this phone.
Okay.
Which one did I have in 2013? I have this phone.
Oh, perfect.
And I have this phone. This is my favorite type of phone, apparently. I'm gonna try and set up the text message on here. First, I have to create this fake contact options. You gotta look at this, man. Look at this. Here, I'll show you what I'm doing. It's amazing. Here's my old phone, LG QWERTY keyboard. Oh God, I miss that so much. I was trying to use an even older phone and you had to put in all the letters old school, right? Press 4 once for G, twice for H, 3 times for 1. And I was trying to do this earlier actually, and it kept shorting out on me. Hopefully 2 visual cues that she's gone back in time, how she's dressed, and her phones. I also have wigs. That's always a big thing in TV shows and stuff. Oh, you can tell that this is a different time in the character's story because their hair is different.
So the montage, any ideas for that?
This is definitely the part that I had the hardest, and also the thing that might take more time than is on the page. I definitely need help with this. Have you seen Bo Burnham's Inside?
Not yet. I want to, but
You should. Because just even if you don't really like his stuff, his filmmaking alone is just like, wow. And so he does all these things with lighting that is like, it's so effective. And so I was just thinking of going into my room that has no windows and doing these like close-up shots, maybe more Snorri Cam of like strobe lighting.
Okay, yeah.
And I'll just be
very like simple but effective type.
Yeah. And I'll just be like really sweaty with makeup on to show that I'm out. Do I look sweaty when I do this? Does it look like I just sprayed water on my face? I'm not sure how to convey a lack of something. And I wanted it to be a montage because we'll see the passage of time that like the only 2 things she does is stay in bed alone, or when she goes out, she gets too drunk to do anything. This is so hard because like I'm literally just sitting in bed. Like whenever I had really depressive episodes, the thing that was so extraordinary about them was how long I would stay in bed and how long I wouldn't do things, how long I would go without a shower and stuff like that. We only have so much time. We're in the home stretch. It is 6:43 a.m. on Sunday, January 30th. Oh, I never updated the slate. And I still have more filming to do. I'm so disappointed in myself. I fell asleep for about an hour. My shoulders hurt. I just want to rest for a little bit. I've been moving furniture around and everything, and I lay down and I ended up falling asleep. So I need to drink some coffee if I'm gonna get through the rest of the day because I have to work a lot. I have a lot of lessons. It's one of my busiest days. And finish the film sprint by 7, which is when my last lesson ends. As you can tell, I'm tired. So, I'm just gonna power through.
And then it says footage of me right after I was born. Do you have VHS footage or something you can use? Okay.
Because I was like, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna show a baby? And I just thought it'd be really cool. Like, no, we have a video of me being inspected by nurses and like in that little clear box back in 1985.
Yay! Nino's birthday party with one other person. I mean, he's not in it. He's kind of just the cameraman.
You only get one take of this. What if I go and pick up the present, and while I'm picking it up, you go, I can't wait.
Okay.
Okay? And then you take it from
I
your hands.
can't wait!
Yeah, just like that.
And then I'm like, "Brrr." No, but I have to take it like this so they don't see the bottom.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I'll make sure to hand it to you that way. You gotta make sure to show the study animal. Get the study animal out of the box, show it to the camera.
No, I'm like,
That's it. That's our entire shot. We're gonna do the whole thing. Okay, you ready to start for us?
what?
Can you start the camera?
Yeah. Do I have any chocolate on my face? Can you? It doesn't matter, bro.
You probably should make sure you have chocolate on your face.
Okay, can you hold it up a little, like closer? Okay. Rolling.
Action. Action.
I can't wait!
Cut. This is Reno. I'm out here at night after a long couple of days filming, barely sleeping, and then teaching since 9 a.m. because while I was filming last night, our cat Bella bolted out the door under my feet. I managed to catch Mari and trap her in a room, but Bella still hasn't come back. I spontaneously decided that I wanted to film in this park as I was walking home from dropping the boys off at school. I finished the film sprint. I feel so good. We turned it in early. I'm really proud of it. It looks great. I couldn't have done it the way I did it without my editor, Chris. I'm gonna keep sighing because I'm still tired, but I got to fall asleep at like 7:30 p.m. and woke up at 7:30 a.m. It's gonna take another night of getting a full night's sleep, so hopefully I go to bed early. Wait till I show you the state of the basement. Oh my God. The one thing that has my whole family worried is that Bella still hasn't come home. Bella got out while I was filming in the middle of the night. And then we didn't see her for the rest of the day. Then this morning, both Jay and I had dreams that Bella came home, and I think it's just weighing on everybody. You know, the longer a cat's gone, the more you worry, because the less a chance that there is of them coming home. And that's my fault too. It was an accident. I tried to get her to come back, but she's fast. She didn't want to come in. In their old home in the Bay Area, she was an outdoor cat. She was an indoor-outdoor cat. She could go outside whenever she wanted. And so it's hard. It's hard to keep her inside, but
She wouldn't get out of the house in the middle of the night if they didn't have someone in the house who was up at odd hours all the time. I'm just gonna go home and clean the house and get some work done, and maybe we'll keep going for walks and just hope that she shows up. Welcome to my teaching setup. The last thing I need to do is clean up. Let me show you the aftermath. I knew Mari was in here, and look where I found her. Are you comfy, baby? In my mess of blankets and clothes. What a sweet girl. We're not done. We're not done with the Film Sprint journey for just this round. There will be a second part about the screening. Film Sprint has been such a great community. It's definitely made it a lot easier for me to move away from what was, my life for 10.5 years, and very deep social connections that are all rooted in creativity, music and everything. But film has always been very important to me too, but it usually relies on other people. So it's hard to get it done. So Film Sprint was something I've been able to do on my own sometimes. One of my best films, which was also very tragic and personal and bittersweet, For the Lonely. I made that completely on my own, and it's one of the best things I think I've ever done in my life. And this one, I'm glad I didn't do it on my own, but I think it's gonna rank right up there. I love filmmaking, but it requires so much time being dedicated by multiple people. I feel so grateful that I've had people willing to do that, especially Chris this round, and Michelle the last round, and Oscar has helped so much, and my nephews. It's great. Stay tuned for the conclusion of Behind the Scenes of Film Sprint Back to Basics 2022, the awards ceremony. And for now, say, parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say goodnight till it be morrow. Peace.